Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Thomas, the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Jackson, options out left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson, options out left. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson, options out left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check. Fresno.
He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. On the army. And ladies, he's checking crack. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's checking.
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Let's go, D.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Snead's got it. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Jackson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run him with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold caught by his tight end Wesco. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run it.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 58 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down. It's Ingram, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Edge Sting. You think Edge Sting going to save you? Where you learn that off? YouTube? I'm having fun out here, man. Second half, it's turned. Second half is turned. You're getting a lot of lucky shit right now. Second half is turned. Just know that.
A chance
better
now
run
to get
with this
even
quarterback.
before the break as they come up
Better
first
run
and
with this
goal.
quarterback.
Jackson from the shotgun.
God.
Escaping the
Ha,
Jackson
stupid.
and he lost the football.
Good
And
shit,
it's
though.
scooped up by the Jets.
Good shit. Just give me a field goal, man.
And
Good
now
shit.
nothing but green ahead of him. And
Good
he'll
shit.
take this
It's turned
across
now.
midfield
Up from here.
and inside
It's
the
up from here.
45. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here we go, let's bring it.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's
celebrate.
a
You ain't going to score on my
touchdown.
defense. Celebrate. Celebrate.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
You just got bailed out. That's the only way you
Flick
score.
it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do it.
That's crazy.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Jets
Oh, yeah,
offense
now
coming
gonna
up
play
now to
pussy
start
now.
their next
Yeah,
drive.
might well
Time
play
here for
pussy
likely
now.
a couple plays if they
Might well
want it,
play
but with the
pussy
field
now.
position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We playing pussy, man. We should have known.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Close game, I swear. They just love seeing close games. Okay. Swear, bro.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All my passes. That's some nut shit. They really let him tip my passes. That's some nut shit. That's a little out.
On second down now, it's Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's complete to Snead. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Get out there.
Flushed out right.
Get out there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
I know who you're looking for.
57, Mike.
I know who you're looking for. Get down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Jackson, option right. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, Jets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold.
Oh!
And this is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open.
Get out of
it would have been an easy
quick.
throw.
Get out of that shit quick.
57's low. Watch the slant. Kill. Joker.
Get out of that shit quick.
Watch the twitch.
What happened, Scary? Why you got up out of that? What happened, Scary? Why you got up out of that?
On 2nd and 10.
Why you got up out of that, Scary?
And he's got
Why
it
you got up out
complete
of
to
that?
Anderson.
Scary boy.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a
Why you
defender.
got up out of
Well,
it?
there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Why you got up out of it?
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey. 4 down, lady. Show it.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Owasor. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Check 31. Oh, lady. 57's Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot. Lady. Hey, dude. Quit talking about it and bring it. 29.
On 4th down, Darnold. Looking deep for Demarius. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Switch, switch, switch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Forced out to his left. Throw complete to Herndon. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 41's the mark. 41's the mark. Check, 41. Sure. Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bell. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Finish game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick matches, select play, depth chart. Entering. Buccaneers selected. Slot U. Colts selected. Slot U. Dolphins, Eagles, Falcons, Giant, Jet, Lions selected.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
Jet select. FB select. WR selected. Slot. Slot 1. Slot U. Jaguars, Giants select 49er, Giants select 49, Falcons, Eagles selected, Dolphins selected, Eagles selected, Dolphins selected, Chart, Chiefs select, entering, auto quick match. Indy, Kansas, start time option, searching for opponent estimated, opponent is ready.
I'm seeing 20/20 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Better keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young new. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Switch. Check. Cross. Hey, yo, go. He's coming. Double up.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people. But that's how he wore down defenses.
And you stiff arming too? You a real cowgirl. And you stiff arming, huh? You a real cowgirl.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yeah, put the icing on the cake. Just put the icing on the cake. Real cowgirl fans. Put the icing on the cake. Put the icing on the cake. That's all y'all got, man. Cheesy ass boys.
Amari Cooper, 32 yards. As his guys are on the board here in his first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Pumping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Boring as hell. That's what I'm saying. I don't even like playing these dudes. They just sit here and play the same.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Like this is why I don't even get no good games, because these dudes be boring.
These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Boring ass iPhone and single back close.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I should let him get a win. He wanted that bad. You should let them get wins.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Right there. 54 Mike. General, flex.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the back.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's clown shit. Like, you can literally...
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Say, yo, run this stretch with this. And then throw a fly. Like, I'm telling you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
It's not no secret.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They're going to break one. It's not like you're going to stop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Team ball for one stifle. That'd be the crazy. Damn, Chris Jones is a real card now? Damn, that's tough. I know Chris Jones is
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen.
Just stick to your run.
You can't yell your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go. We're going to 54. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's make it 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Dude, bore you to death. This is why you don't even play Madden. Like, this shit take no skill, literally. No skill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end.
That's all you do.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott, flush to his right. That's complete to Cobb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Caught by Cobb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott.
Breaking sacks.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Make it the most boring games of my life.
That's fielded in the end zone.
They got the most boring games on here.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Stick on your way down the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
Back to the boring
setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott.
You have no skill.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Here. You have no skill. Look here.
46.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott.
Look, breakaway. Breakaway.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
He's going deep. He's going deep. He's going deep. There's only one other route.
A first down carry by Elliott. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Cowgirls got you. Have no fear. The Cowgirls is here. Have no fear. The Cowgirls are here.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go. Mike 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Throw it. You had him.
And that's Elliott, complete.
See?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This is just
a good pickup there, 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield. He picks up a back-breaking first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Still good call.
Cooper, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Look.
Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as these guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
No, it's not his fault. He learned this shit from everybody else. Everybody plays with him. So you can't even be mad at them. You can't even say that they...
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
That's what it is. It's not him. Everybody play like him. It's not him. It's just how trash he is. Like, you going to break a tackle, you going to stiff.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
So boring playing these dudes over and over, man. I wish I didn't even try to get my shit up, like, it'd be boring playing these dudes over and over.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy.
If it ain't cheese, they're not gonna run it.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Every time. It really be the most boring game of every time. Bring the safety up. That's what I like to see. Bring the safety up. Bring the safety up. Make it easy for them. Bring the safety up and make it easy.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
I haven't ran the same play yet.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't say the same for these guys.
Check 52. 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Switch sides. You ain't never had a dick rod. So what, we got 2 men under this time?
Check 3. Here 15.
We got 2 men under this time.
Yellow.
Hurry up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Really just holding.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 57 color. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Check 99. Check. Check hello. Attack.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check it back. We're going to 53. We're going to 53. Under touch. 47. 26. 26.
Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You see it all day.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Come on, D. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 15. 15. Kill. Slam.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Cowgirl. I don't even care if you win, Mr. Predictable.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
It always comes down to this. Always. Never fails. Never fails, bro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. 11 yards there, 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And
good game,
a
Cowboy.
crusher there as it's intercepted.
Good game, Cowboy.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrod.
He quit. He's a sucker.
The connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game.
Yeah.
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick matchmate, Kansas City Chiefs. Start time option is set. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 10 seconds.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud.
Opponent is ready.
Back you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up.
We got some respect for bro.
Kansas City Chiefs.
You ain't tired of seeing the goddamn cowgirls, so you got to have some skill to win with the Ravens. Okay, shout out to Wade. Oh no. But you about to get your ass kicked, but yeah, shout out to you. Finally, it might be a skill.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Everybody else, cowgirls, iPhone close, weak shit. Might be the first good one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now off the bootleg. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will take over possession of the football at the 42-yard line.
He came out on some bullshit.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 58 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the safety trick.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right.
We kicking field goals now?
Bring it back in.
What are we doing? We kicking field goals? Oh, man. We kicking field goals. Hey, he a real one, though. He kicked me the ball, too. Most people don't even kick
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
We got to do what we got to try hard. That's right.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I got to give it to the people who not even trying.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go, big play.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. It's complete to Robinson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Got some more crack. More crack on the way.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Not even changing the play. I'm not even going to change the play, bro.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Hey, 43, 15.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Easy.
Rush in.
They'll try and run it with McCool. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, red blitz.
36 to Mike. Let's go, D.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Okay.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I'm stopping this guy.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Send him to the house for the rest of the game, though. We got pass. Fuck it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is with it? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, this will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. Gets this one to Hill. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This for his running back, McCoy. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Hey, 15.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Check right.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So, and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jackson, flush to his right. This one complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
We got this. Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Good game, bro. Good game, bro.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and running plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Touchdown, Chiefs!
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start.
Nah, bro, don't quit. It's 30 seconds, bro. Nah, don't quit.
Cancel
Just play it out.
for your
30
peer
seconds.
online game.
Okay.
Cancel.
You
Entering.
were real.
Attention, pop-up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Matchmaking 32 options. New Orleans Saints.
Get ready, dog.
Entering Superstar. Patrick Mahomes. Khalil Mack. Aaron Donald is selected. Doggy Tender Hopkins. Julio Jones is selected. Luke Kuechly is. Tom Brady is selected. Von Miller is selected. Stephen Gilmore. Odell. Travis Kelce is selected. Fletcher. Russell Wilson is selected. JJ. Jalen Ramsey is selected. Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley. Keenan Allen is selected. Earl Thomas. Richard Sherman is selected. Christian McCaffrey is selected. Miles Garrett. Ezekiel Elliott is selected. George Kittle. Drew Brees is. Alvin Kamara. Eddie Jackson is. Chino. Phillip Rivers is selected. T.Y. Hilton is. Byron Jones is. T.Y. Hilton is selected. Byron Jones is. Zach Ertz is. Saquon. Le'Veon. Cameron. AJ. Chris. Mike. Aaron. Chris Jones is selected.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
Marcus. Dalvin Cook is selected. Joey Both. Derwin James. Jared Alexander is selected. Juju. Mac Martin is. David Beck. Damon Harris. Trent Wood. Tyron Smith. Jason Mitch. Dave. Rodney Hutt. David. Jamal. Andrew Whitworth is selected. Kenny Clark is selected. Tanel. Brandon Britt. Diane Jones is selected. Joe Staley is selected. Jadavian. Kevin Byard is selected. Lane John. Matt Ryan is selected. Alex Mack. Kevin Zeitler. Darius Slay J. Kevin Zeitler is selected. Darius Slay Jr. Denzel Ward is selected. Melvin. Julian. Darren Arms. Kyle Fuller. Mika Hyde. CJ. Brian. Danielle Hunter is selected. Nick Chubb is selected. Keanu Neal is. Cooper Kupp is selected. Earl Casey is selected. Chandler Jones is. Darius. Landon Call. Ben Roethlisberger is selected. TJ Watt is. Deshaun Watson is selected. Shaquille Barrett is selected. Davine. Lamar Jackson is selected. Shaquille Barrett is. Houston Texans. Depth chart. Texans selected. Enter. AHD selected. FD select, WR selected. T select, LT, LT, RT, whistle, race, DT, low hold, MLB, row hold select, CB selected. Slot 2. FS selected. CB, slot 3. FS select, SS select, K selected. P KR selected. Slot, PR selected. Quick match. Minute. Buffalo Bills.
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging.
Cincinnati Bengals. Entering online. Update roster. Entering roster update. Pop up depth chart. Enter. Steel. Text. Spin move 7. Catching. Real. Throwing on the run 8. Chief select. Strength 69. Agility 88. Texans selected. Chief. Trusting. Elusive. Juke move 7. Catch. Short. Medium route run 17. Really. Short throw accuracy 90. Play action. Block. First. Play. Man cover. Run block. Finesse 10. Quick match. Matchmaking. Close. Minute. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Start time option is set to 8:15 p.m.
Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it,
Entering Superstar X Factor screen you have not. Entering Online Hub screen you have 5.
I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together.
Colts. Chief select.
Polka dots. Focus on your position. Just know your spot.
CB selected.
They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me.
Titans. Texans selected.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.
Texans selected. SS select. FS select. Chief selected. SS selected. CB selected. FS CB selected. Entering Online Hub screen you have 5. Ball. Minute. Tennessee. Houston Texans. Tennessee Titans. Minute. Chicago. Indy. Kansas City Chiefs. Start time option is set to 8:15 p.m. Cincinnati Bengals. Depth chart. Texans. Entering auto reorder. Entering Online Hub screen you have out. Tennessee. Houston. Start time option is searching for opponent estimated wait time 30 seconds.
I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it. You hate cause I took no risk. Why but you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know
opponent is ready.
This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the rest, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You know the drip. You know the drip. Maybe I should let him have this. What you think? What y'all think, man? What y'all think?
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson with a give to Miller, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now it's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, here's Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Texans, the 5th team in 2 years for Carlos Hyde, and picked up from the Chiefs on the final day of August this year following the season-ending injury to Lamar Miller. He's formed a nice little tandem with Duke Johnson, Carlos Hyde has. Hyde handling the rushing duties and the goal line work, and Johnson more of the pass catcher out of the backfield. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Escaping, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Alert! 48 to Mike. Man, I got you.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Watson, screen play. Johnson. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. 24. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. He's got it with the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike, 57. Okay, let's get that ball, Let's get that
Bro,
ball.
why do you run so much? Like, you wasn't
Following the fumble recovery, Watson.
Why do you run so much?
He's got Fuller.
I ain't gonna lie, I got respect for that shit. Quarterback girls,
Houston. Will Fuller,
so much,
34 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed
like that
post
shit,
route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
I respect that shit. Every game, man.
Here we go.
That shit, man.
Here we go.
Nice. Slide, bro. That shit crack. I like people who are original. That shit crack. But damn, my guy, slide.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
But you're going to have to stop going man, though. I know that. You're going to have to stop going man. I know that much.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets
up
second
and
6.
I can do it too. Bye.
Try. 10.
I can do it too.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 73 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's still running it.
And he'll lose yardage on the
I know you
back
having
at
too
the
much
37-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And an alley to run. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I was going to let him have this, too. I'm glad y'all said stay, bro. Dude running wild. Like, he's not even taking me serious.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And Stills bringing it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Dirty ass, man. I don't know he's gonna make shit talk.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And now the rookie's free. And is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
There we go.
Show it. 57 to Mike. Let's go one more. Line up.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 24.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And no run back
Try
here.
hard,
This
pins
will be
back
a
on.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got your try hard pins back on,
Houston's offense already at the
What
line
happened?
set
Why
to
you
get
ain't stay in
going.
the sting
And
blitz?
following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that
Try
pick
hard,
6. We'll see how they
pins back on.
attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe
Try
some really
hard.
high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
54. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On second down now, it's Miller, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans, first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Concede. Entering, /restart screen. Entering, pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ingram, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Here's Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants
report player stats. Entering. Game report. Entering. Online connection survey. Pop-up. How would you rate network connection quality during this game? Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected. Matchmaking 32 options. New Orleans Saints. Tennis, Houston. Start time option. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 30 seconds. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Opponent is ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Set, 19.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
I'm coming out to you, 25. I'm coming out to you, 25. 24. Watch out.
To try again after the sack. Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mark 47. Mark 47. Check. 47's a mark.
To throw is Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going for it. It's Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Check 50. Check 50. Protein spill. Check 24. Check 24. Roger, 5-0.
On 1st down, Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense. 55, Mike 55.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tighten up. Check.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
and this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the red zone now, Watson. Now he's flushed out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Miller, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at the 20. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
This all you got?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
This all you got?
Here's Flacco. And he's going to have the hook up.
This all you got? You can have
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have
you got it, Charles. You got it. You got it. You can get off this Madden shit.